In this video, we're going to show you how to work with the URL search builder in the MLS Finder WolfNet system. So once you log into your mykw.kw.com site, you're going to go to the My Marketing, click on the plus sign, and manage your eAgentc website. And another tab is going to open up to the Agent Website Administration Tools. We're going to go to 4.4 for the WolfNet back office, and this may require you to log into your MLS WolfNet system, the MLS Finder WolfNet system. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And once you're logged into the WolfNet system, you're going to go down on the left hand side and scroll down to the URL search builder information. This allows you to build searches for neighborhoods, for areas, for cities, and for specific listings. So as I've pulled up the information, what we want to look at first is the information under Format. And under Format, we want to make sure that the button is checked for Search Results, because when the information comes back, you want them to be displayed as the list of properties or the grid of properties, and that's information that you would have set up one time in your property search configuration. If you're not sure how to do that, you can watch the video for property search configuration. If you set it for property search, then it's actually going to show the search based upon the criteria, but it will not actually display properties yet. The next portion is under search criteria, and there's a lot of information here, and your particular MLS is going to present a little bit different information. So the first thing I want to focus in on is if you wanted to build your page for a specific listing, a property that you've taken a listing on, and you want to build a showcase page for this on your eAgentc site, then you would go ahead and select listing number, and you would enter the listing number information in. Once you had entered the MLS listing information in here, once you had put that information in, then you'll see the search string up here has changed to give you a detailed property information. If that's the information that you want to use, you're going to copy this information, copy it and put it into a text pad or a notepad and save it for later. And in the video that we go over about adding or editing neighborhood pages or adding or editing pages to the eAgentc site, you'll see how we actually use this code. So we're going to go back over here, and instead of doing a listing number, we're going to do it based upon the select desired search criteria. And right now I'm going to focus in on a particular subdivision. So if I select the information for active listings for a subdivision, then I could put the information in here, and the particular subdivision that I want to focus on, because I know it has a lot of listings, would be Ashburn Village, for example, in Ashburn, Virginia. Now look at the information under results. Right now in the overall area, it has changed to say that there are 11 results because I narrowed it down to this specific community, Ashburn Village. If I change the information to Ashburn Farm, which is another community in the area, and click Update, then the information has gone down to 5 listings. Now these listings are based upon the criteria that I also have further down on the screen. So let's go ahead and update that back to Ashburn Village. I didn't spell it correctly, so there were 0 listings. I left an L out. If I put that other listing in, you'll see that it's specific to that particular community. So I've got subdivision, I've got Ashburn Village, and what this is telling me is that there will be 11 properties displayed that are more than 100,000 on the criteria that is here. Now if you wanted to narrow this down by a particular number of bedrooms, a particular number of bathrooms, properties that were built after a particular time frame, you can control the information and change your search. The other thing is whether or not it displays all properties or just strictly active properties or pending properties. So when I change this to all, it changed the information to be 44 properties, and what that is showing is that currently there are 33 properties that are under contract. You have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to show properties or whether or not your MLS system will allow you to show properties that are pending or under contract with contingencies still on the property. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it to active right now. I could also narrow this down to be strictly the foreclosures or the short sales within a subdivision. And I probably wouldn't want to set up that search for foreclosures or short sales based upon the subdivision. I would want to do that on the city or a particular zip code. So I'm going to stick with the subdivision. I've put in Ashburn Village. I'm going to go back up here to the information for the code. I'm going to copy this code, go to my notepad or text pad, and I'm going to paste that information and save the information right here, because again, I'm going to use that information when I actually create the specific neighborhood page. So again, under the URL search builder, you're going to go on your left hand side, you're going to go all the way down to URL search builder, and you're going to click on that information. I'm going to stay right here on the page. You're going to click search results, select your desired search criteria, select your subdivision, and enter in the specific subdivision or neighborhood name. If you want to know where you get that information from, you can do a search in your MLS system and see which subdivisions or which neighborhoods are actually included, and make sure you spell it correctly with any punctuation, etc. that goes in there. Now that you have this information and you've saved it, you'll be able to use it for creating your neighborhood or your added pages in your eAgentc site, and you can find out how to do that by watching another video that we've created.